Yeah, this is probably gonna be my longer um one since we still have uh 3 more to go. So hopefully, oh yep, there it is. Okay. That's what I thought. So I think one more time we would have to go through the enhancement stuff or the disassembly. Oh sh! There's so many DP28s. Okay, I might as well collect this too since. Okay, now for this one, I think it was 5 or 5-4 was the one that was a cube. Because that one was pretty fun. This is the cube one. Yeah. Okay. So this one's pretty fun. I like doing this one since I could literally just rush it. You could literally just rush through it, or if you wanted to and be more fancy, then you could do more, or you could try to get an S rank on this one. And someone's messaging. Okay, so this one, oh, this one's gonna be a doozy. So this one, you want to make sure that this is protected. So obviously, I'm just gonna move this unit here real quick. You can also send in another unit. Usually, having 2 units around that area makes it easier, and you can get the S rank fairly quickly. But I believe what was I saying? Oh fuck! Sorry, I was messaging someone back. But so this one really you don't really need to move a lot of the units. So I'm just gonna move this unit here real quick. Move this here, and I would bring out another unit. I believe on the left one. I mean, as long as like you don't want to lose your headquarters because that will be an instant loss. So uh, either way, you just have to prioritize which one gets which, and then you just kind of work around that. But I believe the unit shouldn't really. I believe the enemies shouldn't be moving that much since this one will probably move over here. I'll move this unit here so that um, we could kind of get it to move. And I believe that enemy unit that's below me or below my KSBK unit is will probably move towards the HQ, but I don't think it's really necessary to really worry about them. But I can place another unit if I wanted to. But again, we'll have to see what happens. So, and then I can either move KSVK here or have AK-12 move there. So, besides that, this unit should move towards my Stechkin unit, and then I'm just gonna drop off my only unit that's available right now, since my MG team, I believe, is still in training, so they cannot be deployed. If I had the MG team, I will definitely place them with the HQ, or obviously having, or that could completely prove me wrong and just completely throw everything off of my reasoning. But yeah, usually I would probably it would be a lot better for you to just place a unit on the HQ and make it easier on yourself instead of what I did. But it's up to you on how you want to place them, because I just did it because I know for a fact that like I do have an extra turn before they're able to capture it, but um, obviously they move in a weird pattern, and I not really good at predicting on where they're going. But usually, having at least 4 units here is useful. since obviously around this time you should have decent units to kind of go through the game. I believe you get 5 slots, or you get 4 slots, and then the fifth slot is really cheap when it comes to gems, I believe, but I could be wrong because again, I bought all the slots because I got bored. So now this is the interesting part. So I can move this. I'll move this unit up here, and I believe we have to kill 10 enemies in 3 turns. So we're already at 5. So we could easily wipe all of these units out if we do this correctly. But the issue is that ammo is a big deal. So I'm gonna have this one just to have the extra movement and the resupply. Move this unit down here, and I'm gonna be moving the. I think I have Shiki as the leader for that one, but I'll have that one move forward after. Because the issue is that you don't want to capture the HQ too early. If you surround it completely, then it will capture it. Obviously, there's some ways that you could kind of beat boss levels without having to fight the boss. I think later on they kind of give you that opportunity to do so. But it really depends, because obviously I found out one of the bosses actually do move if you take out the enemy unit in front of them, I believe, and it really threw me off because I wasn't expecting them to attack my rifle team. So we'll see. But at the moment, I think it was 10, right? 10 or 12, one of the two. I'm hoping you can actually see my mouse because. Okay, yeah, it's 10. So I'm already at 7. So I can move this one here or whichever works. Like, I'll just send this unit up here. But personally, this one's a pretty fun one to do. I like it. It's not like, oh, I have to do this specific thing or this specific thing. So we're at 8. I believe I could actually beat this within. So this would be 9. I might just do 11 just to be safe. But I do have enough space or enough movement points to actually capture the note 2 to make this much more faster. But obviously this is the more I don't really care for my resources type of deal, and I'm just gonna full send it and just bring out all of my units. Yeah, I should have enough, so I'll bring this one down here. And as long as I don't lose parts, I'm totally fine. Because my parts are completely gone due to the heavy construction. But the shotgun I was actually going for actually came at, this always happens to me no matter what. The gun that I'm trying to get for, or I try to go for, will always come after raid up. No matter what. Raid up is straight up a lie to me. Because I tried to get DP12 during the raid up, but after the raid up, I literally did not get, or during the raid up, I didn't get DP12 until after I mod 3 KSBK. I was like, oh, cool, that's great, you know? Like, my prayers have been answered. But yeah, so that's basically how you can do it. Alright, so now I wiped out 11 within 3 turns. That should give me the S rank. Or not. interesting development. But oh yeah, there it is. There's this S. All right, but this one's a living hell. I'm trying to is trying to get the all nodes captured deal. That one's a bit difficult. So now we're on to 5-5. I think 5-5 is pretty decent. I don't remember it. I think. Oh, it's this one. Okay. This is what I thought I had to deal. Okay. So this one... Ugh, I hate this one. So I'm gonna deploy this unit, and then we're gonna have this unit here. So this one, on how I want to play this out, I want to at least capture this node so I get more movement, and then move that my unit up one on the left side, so that I still keep the HQ for more movement. I mean, again, this is just my thought process immediately once I see what's going on, and then move from there. So now I have this, and then now since I have an extra spot, I can actually place just a random unit down, so that oh wait, that missed. All right, I didn't think they were actually gonna miss. Okay. But yeah, there's now, again, mortars are pretty brutal, I believe. I'm not a fan of the mortars, so I'm gonna have a random unit come in. So let's do this one. Let's do 9. So at least we have more movement afterwards. Again, instead of having like all of your echelons having like units, it's pretty efficient to at least have at least echelon 10 to be your dummy. Your I say dummy unit is so that you don't waste a lot of resources, and you could just bring them in just to kind of, you know, hold down whatever, not really hold down, but like be more of like a sacrificial lamb in some situations. But for me, I'm kind of stupid, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna send 4 of my units out onto expeditions and everything. But oh well. So I'm gonna move this unit up here, and now this is the tricky part, because I do want to get. Oh wait, no. Getting an S rank is 6 turns with 14 enemies dead or enemies gone. So what I like to do here is try to capture these, but at the same time, this is the issue, because if I move this unit here or this unit somewhere else, this is a tricky one. So like, obviously I want to capture this unit, so if I capture this node here, I'll capture the HQ right above it. And I believe there's infinite spawns on this one. I can't be too sure though. Oh shoot. Yeah, again, I need to really focus on like moving some of my units up so that it prevents them on making less movement. Like, again, rifles and MGs move very slowly, and it's not right. So that's why having versatile teams like SMG, AR, and handgun teams are pretty useful. So this is the tricky one. So either I could go this way or this way. So I could actually not move and actually bring out another unit so I can have more movement. So I'm probably gonna do that, since I don't really care for my resources. Except for parts, because parts is like my lowest one. But in retrospect, a lot of these shouldn't be too hard. And I believe it said in 6 turns. Yeah, see? So things will keep spawning infinitely on these heliports. Or the HQs, or whichever one you want to call. Oh wow, okay, well I'm not even surprised that 94 got MVP, because usually, it's usually, no, actually it's usually 94 that gets MVP most of the time. Because, I think AK-12's ability is kind of slow. Okay. I do want to try to get an S rank on this one, but at the same time, I believe I won't be able to get it. Because this one really hurts my brain. This unit here. And I want to make sure that I prevent them from capturing that heliport, because then they'll just continuously spawn and it's not fun. Okay, and then I'll move this unit here. Because as long as there's no, as long as it's not fully surrounded, it should be fine. And then I believe Star is probably the better DPS as well. Because, Soap's ability takes too long. M4's is just a increased buff. I'm not really focusing on capturing nodes on this one, so I could do this, set it up like that, and then capture that node by itself over, right above it, just like how I did it with KSVK. And then if done correctly, I believe the unit in the middle should probably move towards me, so it saves me more movement spaces. But then again, I think it said it was 12 in 6 turns, and so that would require me to have some of the some of these heliports open. I believe it was 12, 14. We are at 9 at the moment. So that one should spawn another one, yeah? Or not? Okay. I guess there's a limit. There we go. Okay. Again, moving. I don't know. I don't really move a lot when it comes to playing. I just kind of let them do their thing. But I know some bosses require you to like use switching and everything. It's just there's a lot to remember. So they both have the same amount. So I'm gonna switch them over here. Move this to the heliport. Move them over here. And then I'll move KSVK up there. I think I might switch with AK-12 unit and then go for the other one. But, honestly though, probably capturing that heliport is probably better than getting the enemies out of the way. Either way though, like, I still have to fight the enemies anyways. So, I think I'm on turn 4 or 5, depending. It is 4, okay. So, turn 4 is not that bad. We're at, I think it was 14, I believe. I keep forgetting the number. Whoop! I accidentally clicked off. I accidentally clicked off, my bad. That was not supposed to happen. Damn, almost an hour, gosh. Okay, so we're gonna switch this unit here. And move this here. I guess I'll probably split this into like 30-minute parts probably, because oof, I'll do part 1 and part 2 probably, because I am not running out an hour video. So this is probably gonna be a normal thing, because if I end up just wanting to just rush through things, then yeah, I should probably be able to finish everything. But again, I want to try to get at least an S on some of these. Makes it worth a while, you know. But obviously, trying to get S ranks on all of these maps, it's a bit difficult, you know, because you don't know like random factors, and you know, you got to really think about where you're placing your units and so on and so forth. So hopefully we'll probably be done with this in maybe 10 minutes. But again, it doesn't help because I ramble a lot too, so that's bound to happen. So now we're at 14. I'll refill them. Have them fight this, and then I'll send KSVK's unit to capture the command post. And then that should be the S ring. Oh. Alright, so that should be the S rank, I believe. I believe I shouldn't have bought this unit, but like I didn't really think about it. Oh well, I guess it's just free EXP at this point. I believe I might be on a surplus now, or surplus EXP. And then the boss shouldn't take that long, because literally it's a fairly easy boss. Or getting to her is pretty easy. There's a motorcycle going by. That's great. And that should be match, I think. Okay. The next one is the last. I forgot the name of it now. Is the last sub chapter in this, which is Order to Pursue, which is got her name. Destroyer? No. Gosh, is it Destroyer? I don't remember SF units' names that well. All I remember is Gauger, and that's about it. So I'll just delete all of these. Okay, not those three. I believe I don't really need the RFB dupe, since I do have a lot of cores to kind of spend, so it's not really much of a problem. Alright, so here is Chapter 5's ending. Alright, this one. Fairly simple. Oh, it looks complicated, I mean, as you can see. But obviously, I'll just place one unit here. I'll place this unit here. And I'll place a unit here. So this is a fairly fast boss fight. Literally, all you have to do is just move this, just move it through here. I'm not gonna try and S rank this because this is gonna take too much time. So most likely S ranking this is probably more complicated, I guess, because you do have to move a lot of units and make sure that your HQ is completely protected, because as you saw, there were 3 enemy units surrounding the HQ. So obviously, you just have to make sure that you clear those units out before you move anyone else. But other than that, this is a fairly easy and simple fight, because there's only one enemy unit in front of you, and then everything else, you just gonna let it go. So Destroyer is an interesting one because her accuracy is not that great, because sometimes she will miss her shots even if you're right in front of her. But and she does move towards you, so that's a plus. But I just thought that was kind of funny. All I hear is KSVK's ability just go off because of Valrod's debuff. Someone's leveled up? But yeah, that's basically it. This was chapter 5. Very anticlimactic because it's fairly simple, you just move straight and that's it. Oh, well, alright then. As you can see, there's only 3 notes captured, that's it. Alright, so that basically concludes episode 5 of... Oh, hello. Oh, okay, cool, thanks. Girls Frontline, I think this one was Echo? No, not Echo. It was Kindling? Yeah. So, honestly, Chapter 5 is really interesting. It kind of revs up the story, in a sense, that kind of encourages it to kind of be more now. So obviously there's a lot of things going on, conspiracies and everything. Samus are basically Cheetos as well, and so on and so forth. Obviously, if you're watching this, you probably know by now, or whatnot. You just felt like kind of watching someone else play through it. Obviously, I played through Ghost Frontline. Well, I've only played up until I believe chapter 10, and other than that, it may say I only went to chapter like 9 or 8 or something like that. It's because obviously I played on CN, and so I was around chapter 9, 10 ish. But anyways, wow, what a way to end it here. So anyways, pretty much that's about it. I'll continue. Next part will be chapter 0, where it kind of shows you what happened in a sense, but we'll see. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, hope you guys have a great day, and hopefully you guys stuck this far, because this is a really long section.